welcome. In today's video we'll be putting together a journal using a cinch. We'll be going through punching the holes, using the twin wire to assemble that. So first of all, let's go through our materials. We have the 2-in-1 twin wire. This one is made by We Are Memory Keeper Cinch. I have the front and back covers, which I printed out on Glossy Cardstock. We have poly covers. And then we have our inserts. This is about 60 to 80 pages. I really don't count the pages. I just usually make sure that there's enough to fill up the journal. This is HP 28-pound paper that I'm using. We have our We Are Memory Keeper cinch. And then we have a pair of wire cutters, which honestly I just grabbed out of my husband's toolbox. I am going to invest in my own. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is make sure that we have holes in all our inserts. And as you can see, I've already punched holes in my covers and then the poly covers as well. So I'm going to turn this around. So on this cinch you have a ruler that you can slide in and out. There are measurements listed on the ruler, and then you have your pegs that you pull out depending on what size you use. Some of the cinches have the guide at the bottom. This one didn't come with the guide at the bottom, so I do still have the instruction manual, which that has the little guide at the bottom that I reference at times. We are going to be doing an 8.5 by 11 journal today. If you look at the guide, it tells you the number at the top is your inches, and then the number at the bottom is what peg you will pull out. Since ours is 11 inches, we'll be pulling out peg 10 when we go to do our second set of holes. Alright, so I'm going to start at the back, so I'll flip this over. Grab a stack, and this is thicker paper, so you might not be able to get as much in the cinch at a time that you can punch the holes. First one, make sure that it's closed all the way. Insert your paper, make sure it's pushed all the way to the back and even. And then you press down the handle, and we have our first set of holes. I'm going to pull the ruler all the way out. Insert our paper. Slide it all the way to the back of the ruler. On the side you have a lever. It goes into the second to last hole, which holds your paper into place. I'm going to close that down, and then per our guide we're going to pull out peg 10. And then we're going to punch down. Release the lever, close our peg, and then we have our holes. Alright, so I'm going to set these to the side, and I'm going to punch some more. Close this. For some reason, for me, the first punch is always the hardest, and then when I get to the second punch, it's a lot easier. I haven't been able to figure out if it's just me or the way that the cinch is designed. Okay, so now we have all of our holes punched. Alright. The next step we're going to do is on the side is where we'll put our twin wire so we can start loading our pages. So this one has, I believe, 22 pegs here. So you just want to make sure that this lines up and has the same number as pegs as you do holes. There's 21 holes, so we want to make sure we have 21 wires to insert into the holes. This wire in particular comes with 23, so we're going to cut off the last two. I just bent that up a little so I can get these wire cutters in here. And then I'm just going to cut right at the crease of where I bent. And then detach that. This has a square part. The square end goes onto the holders of the cinch. And then it hangs off the side, and from there you just want to assemble your journal or notebook, workbook, whatever you're working on or whatever project you're going to call it, and then you just take your holes and insert it into here, into the covers. And you just slide it on there. So the next step is to put your front and back covers on. We're going to start with a poly cover. No, actually, I'm sorry. We're going to start with our front cover. We're going to place that up. And then a poly cover. And then we're going to put the exterior or the back poly cover on. And then we want our back cover facing down. So just to reiterate, your front cover design facing you, the back cover inside facing you. So no design at the end. All right. So then we take this off. And I always like to check to make sure that my covers are on correctly, and how I do that is I just flip it up and just imagine if I was taking it back, what would I be able to see? So right now we have our poly covers covering the back cover and the front cover. If we were looking at the journal, this would be what we were looking at, and then this would be our back cover, which is what we want it to be. So the last function of the cinch is on the back side of it. We'll use this side. At the top, there is a knob, and then there's measurements on. This is a 5/8 wire, so we're going to make sure that we're on the 5/8 circle. You can turn it if you need to. On the side it says push and turn, which is the instructions on how to use that, and you can change the measurements as you need to. I'm going to leave it on 5/8 because that is the size of our twin wire. I'm going to pick up our notebook. We're going to use this in the open part. It's going to go flush up against the back of the cinch. Make sure you have all of your holes in. That one came out on me. Actually, I think when I was moving the notebook, a couple of them came out. So just want to make sure you double check that before you start binding your notebook. So you're going to insert it into the cinch up against the back and then press down. It closes it. Of course, it's longer than the cinch, so you have another section. Just move it over and follow the same process. You do want to make sure that you have a circle edge and that all of the wires are closed. Once that's done, you're able to flip your covers. And we have our journal. All of our pages are in. Open it up. And it flips on the back as well. So it's open and closing as it should. This journal, I didn't speak about the design, but this journal is one that I've named Healing Hearts, Managing Grief Through Journaling. And what this is basically a journal. I mean, as we all know, everyone has a different time frame when it comes to grief. So what I wanted to do is just create a journal where, you know, you can write down your thoughts. It is guided, so it'll ask you questions. Like, for example, the page I just opened up to says write a poem or create a piece of art that captured your moments surrounding grief. And you can write based on the prompts in here, or in the back there's space for you to just jot down your thoughts as you may. We all have a story in life. Grief, again, you know, you lose a loved one, there's no time for it to heal. So I figured, why not create a product that'll help people through their grieving period. If you are interested in this product or anything else you've seen my videos, the link to my website is in the description. Please feel free to go to my website, check it out. If you have any questions, please leave a comment, and always remember to like and subscribe. Share this video if you feel that it'll help someone else out on their journal making process. Again, thank you for watching.